Okay, so good morning YouTube. This is another video brought to you from the back of the outdoor van that we've got. Okay, so this video is just going to be about EDC. Over the last year I've been involved in a few incidents, breaking down in the middle of nowhere, just certain incidents where I've needed to use first aid and I've not been correctly prepared. So over the last year I've been thinking the best way of being more prepared and getting into it. So I've invested in an EDC bag that I take with me everywhere now, whether it's to work, in the garage, work on the doors, I take it shopping. If I don't take it in the shop, it lives in the car. So I keep this with me at all times, but it's going to be in two parts. So the first part of the video I'm just going to explain and tell you what I keep on me person. Okay, so what I have in my pockets at all time. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to look at is my everyday carry knife. Okay, this is a UK legal knife. You will have seen it on a previous haul video that I got on Amazon. So this is my UK legal knife. Okay, there's just a little lanyard on it so I don't lose it, so I can put it through the eye loop of my trousers if I'm wearing like a combat style pants with a big map pocket, or if I'm wearing a jacket, go on the loop there, or if I need to, I can wear it around my neck as a lanyard, and I've always got it there. So I just keep this on me at all times. One, it comes in really handy for work. As I said in the other video, sometimes we get tyres in the shop that you just can't get the valve out, so you've got to stop the tyre. But when I'm working as a door supervisor, this will stay in my bag away, or it'll stay in the car. Okay, as I say, it's under 3 inches and it's a folding knife, so it doesn't lock. Okay, so that's it. I will leave the link for that on Amazon. So as you can see, it's under 3 inches cutting edge and it's non-lockable and it just folds away. So that's the first thing that I keep on me at all time. Okay, so the next thing, everybody's got one. It's just a wallet. Okay, you can keep a place for your cards. I always keep my driver's license just there. I keep my driver's license just there on show, and it's a place for your cards and cash. Also, it has got a coin slot just in there, which is very handy. So I always keep a minimum of about £40 in cash on me at all time, just because of emergencies. Some places they don't take card or whatever, you've always got a little bit of cash to pay. Same with the vehicle, I always keep about £15 in the vehicle in cash, just in case we've run out of money, no way taking card, at least I can always top up with diesel. Also, what I do keep in my wallet is a, don't know whether you can see this very well. Okay, it's just for if I ever come across anyone that needs first aid and mouth to mouth, it's a face mask, so I can give them mouth to mouth without breathing in any germs or anything like that. So I always keep one of them in my wallet at all times. I just think for the price of them, they were really good and it could save somebody's life at some point. Okay, so my other EDC item is my Multitool. Okay, most people know what a Multitool is. This one is a bit different. This is a snap-on one with me working in a tyre shop and a garage. The snap-on man comes around all the time, so I've had no problems with this. As you can see, they are well used. Use them for fishing, for work, bit of bushcraft. Okay, so it's got a nice set of pliers. They are like I think they're spring loaded, so they do bounce back, which is quite a good feature. It's got scissors on it. It's got scissors, decent set of scissors on it, screwdrivers, and then on the other side it's got a nice cutting blade, which I think comes in really handy. It also has a torch on it, but the battery's dead, I've got to replace that. Okay, so it has a little torch in it. So that just literally clips onto my belt via this belt loop, which is quite handy to have, especially for work. So I just keep that clipped to my pants at all time, which I think is quite a good little feature and very handy to have. These come in handy all the time. I think everybody who hasn't got one should invest in one, whether it be a cheap £15 one off Amazon and just keep it in your bag or on your person, because the amount of times that you'll use this, it'll be unreal. Okay, so just a bog standard multi-tool that. Okay, so then the next bit of EDC kit is my mobile phone. This is an iPhone 10X. Comes in a case, and at the moment all that's in that is my COVID jab. To say I've had 2 jabs, so that just lives in there in a plastic sheath, just to make sure it's protected. Your phone is your sat nav, your way of communication if you need help. Watching YouTube on it, everything you can do, everything on your phone. Just your way to get on the internet. As I say again, most important thing for me is it's my sat nav, so I always keep this on my person at all time. Okay, so the next bit of EDC kit I have, it is, if you can just see it, it's the iWatch. I think this is the iWatch Series 6. Okay, this is ideal. Count your steps when you're out walking, especially at the moment I'm trying to lose weight and get back on track and get healthy, so this is really good to track my weight. Again, you can phone off it. If I can't find my phone, at least I can make a phone call off my watch. If you do set a route on your map, the watch will tell you when to turn. So in my eyes, this is the best watch to have. But that's just my opinion. It's not everyone's opinion. Okay, so the third thing that I have on me at all time is my keys. Okay, so these are my house keys and my caravan keys and my lock-up keys. Okay, and at the moment my van keys. So I have this little carabiner on it because we have a couple of different vehicles. I have a couple of vans for work. Mrs. has a car. I have a van and a 4-wheel drive, and we also have a 4-wheel drive at the farm. So I just have a little carabiner on it so I can change whatever vehicle I'm in. I can hold the keys. Okay, on that as well is it's called a bug multi-tool, if you can just see that. Again, it's got a little screwdriver, a little cutting edge, a little file, but that wasn't overly expensive. That was £3 in Military Mart in Ormskirk, so I thought that was really good bit of kit to have. And also a little EDC pocket torch. Again, that was a couple of quid from Military Mart, just to keep on your keys. And also I keep a trolley buddy, so you're never short when you go to the shops where you're looking for £1 or whatever. You haven't got to go in and get changed, just a little trolley buddy. And then I'll just keep a carabiner on some 550 paracord, just so I can clip it on the inside of my bag, so I've always got it there. And also, if I'm ever short of cordage, I can break this down. I've got a nice little bit of cordage. So that is the part of the EDC that I have on my person at all times. So these are always in my pocket, no matter what. Even if my bag's in the van or the car or the 4-wheel drive, I've always got them on my person. But what brought me on to get a bag was, as I said, this year I had a couple of incidents. I broke down in the middle of nowhere. Luckily enough, I did have all my 4-wheel driving kit with me because we were out for the day, so I had brew kit and stuff like that. So I decided to get myself a bag, a day sack, that just keeps some basic essentials in it. So what bag I opted for was the Trespass Abbas 30. So this is the Trespass Abbas 30. You seen this when I done my Trespass haul a few weeks ago. Okay, so this bag's a bit small, but for me it's okay for now. Bit snug, but it's working well. As you can see on the front of it, there's 2 little like D-loops. Okay, on one of them I've just clipped the carabiner, just for if I ever need a carabiner, it's there and I have it lying around. Okay, so each side's got a mesh pocket. Okay, so normally I have 2 water bottles that I take to work, but for this instance I've only got 1 because I'm not in work today. Okay, so I keep my water bottle. This is the one that I got from the Aldi haul that we went to. So you put water in it, it stays cold. You put hot drinks in it like tea, it'll stay warm. This is really good. I think this is 750 milliliter, so it's not bad. And it might be, I think it's just over a litre. Sorry, yeah, it's just over a litre, which is not bad. Nice bit of water, and it keeps it nice and cold. If you put some ice cubes in it, keeps you going through the day. So that's what I keep on the outside of my bag. So again, I normally keep my pack lunch in it, which I have done a haul on the market haul. I keep my little cooler bag. Obviously I'm not in work, but that's what I take my sandwiches and whatever to work in, the little cooler bag. So when I'm going to work, I just put that in the main compartment when I'm going to work. But this weekend we're off out, so I've got my coat in there. But normally my coat would live on the front of me back, pack, just in there. Okay, so moving on to the inside of the pack. As well, I do have a stove system that lives in here. It's the Scousers in the van stove that you've seen. I also have a stove system in here, for just in case I need to heat up any food, whatever. I'm having noodles for my dinner or anything like that. But I've took that out this weekend just because we are going camping and I've got plenty of stoves. But normally I would keep a stove system, a little cook system in my bag. Okay, so moving on to the the middle compartment now. Okay, so first thing I'm going to pull out is my first aid kit. Okay, I'm going to do a video on both my first aid kits that I carry. I do keep a bigger one as well. That's just clipped onto the vehicle tidy at the front. Okay, this is a first aid kit, quick one. It's got a tourniquet in there, a first field dressing, safety clips, stuff like that. Like last night I had to use this, not really for the first aid purpose, but a young girl had ripped out of a dress and she needed a couple of safety pins just to clip it back together. So again, it just come in handy just to sort her out so she can carry on enjoying the night. So carrying a first aid kit is a crucial thing. I think everybody should keep one. At the moment, not enough people are first aid trained or carry a first aid kit. If you just carry a first aid kit and you're unsure, there'll always be someone who will come and assist you, who knows what they're doing. So just carrying a small first aid kit in your vehicle or in your bag could save somebody's life one day. Just think about that next time you're in the pound shop or you're on Amazon and you're looking for something to buy. Just drop your little first aid kit into your pack and it could go a long way. Okay, so next thing is just deodorant. So I work in a manual job, I'm a big lad, so nobody likes a smelly guy. So I always keep a little bit of deodorant. If you've just got to run in the shops or whatever after work, a little squirt of deodorant stops you smelling. Okay, then moving down, I have got just a set of work gloves. Okay, I just keep them in my bag just for emergencies. Obviously, 1,000,001 uses for these type of gloves, so you know what they are. Okay, then moving on, I just keep a head torch. This is the head torch that I got from the Aldi haul that I done. It was only a cheap torch, but you have all seen that. Always comes in handy. Okay, then I keep this in my bag. This is a USB extension lead that fits into a cigarette lighter on a car. I don't know how many times I've gone in somebody's car and they haven't had a charger. So I just keep that in the bag, and then at least anybody in the back of the car can charge their phones as well, which is a good handy idea. Okay, this one's a little bit of a quirky item. If you see my Amazon haul, I got a knife, fork and spoon set with my cook system, so I'll just keep the fold up knife, fork and spoon set in my bag at all times. So when I'm having my dinner, or if we ever stop off anywhere and I forget to get a knife or a knife and fork from wherever, I've always got one handy with me. So I think that is a good little thing just to keep in your bag. Okay, moving on, I've got a N95 mask in there, I think it is. So this has got a filter on. This is a really good mask. With us just coming out of COVID, it's not a bad mask to have. Also, if you ever come across a fire or anything like that, it's going to stop you breathing in the smoke. So I just thought I'd keep it in my bag just for emergencies. Okay, and I also keep in my bag, this is just for a little read because I'm into my survival stuff and all that. This is the John Lofty Wiseman's SAS Survival Guide. It's just a little pocket book. It was just on Amazon for £6, so I got it just for a little bit of a read when I've got nothing on in work. Okay, there is one thing I have missed out in the main bag, and that was, okay, I just keep a pair of generic safety goggles, safety glasses. Okay, as you know, I do airsoft and we do clay pigeon shooting and stuff like that, so it's always nice to have your own kit. So I've just kept a pair of safety goggles in there just for if we ever end up going clay pigeon shooting or airsoft or anything like that and I forget my kit, I've always got a spare pair in my bag. Okay, so moving on to the front now. So in the front I keep a EDC pouch. This was just to tidy up the small bits of kit, and if I can't take my bag with me, there's no room in somebody else's car, I've always got this. Okay, so it just comes with a generic flashlight on the side, you've all seen that from the Amazon haul. Okay, so we keep that there, and as you open it up, you've got a couple of pens. So you've got a red pen, a black pen, and also you have a Parker pen. Okay, I've got a Parker pen in there for if I ever need to make an improvised tourniquet. You can use it because it's nice and solid. If anything happens to the tourniquet in my first aid kit, which I found out a few weeks ago off a guy who was in the Marines, showed me that technique. Okay, and then I just keep a couple of ear defenders. Again, just when we go clay pigeon shooting or anything like that, I've got my own ear defenders. And then I also keep my Right in the Rain notepad in there. So I'll throw this in my bushcraft bag as well, so when we're out I've always got something to make notes with when we're out and about. Okay, moving on to the front, this is just my charging. So I've got my power bank in there, USB chargers for my iPhone and my power bank, just a couple of handy wet wipes, just alcoholic wet wipes just to keep your hands clean, and I also keep some hay fever tablets. Just I struggle with hay fever sometimes, so I keep them in there. Okay, so then, and then the last thing, last but not least, is just the USB plug and some windproof matches. I just keep in there just for emergency use, really. So that's what I keep in my little EDC pouch. At least then I know if I can't take my bag with me, if I pick this up, I've always got a phone charger. And then there's just a pair of generic rubber gloves in there, just in case I've got to pick up something dirty or somebody does need first aid. I can just grab them gloves out and away we go. Okay, then moving on, I keep my trusty shemag in there again. Hot days, you can dip these in water, put them over your head and have the water running down your neck on a hot day to keep you cool so you don't overheat. You can wear it as a hat, as I say. You can wear this on your wrist while you're hiking just to wipe your head, get condensation off your tent. As I say, there's 1,000,001 uses. There's loads of videos on YouTube showing you how to use these and what they're for. So I keep that in the front of my bag. Okay, just your normal COVID safe mask. This is an Adidas one. The paper ones were irritating me a bit, so I went for more like a material one. This is just an Adidas one. There was loads of other makes out there, but I still keep that in there. I know we are free now apparently, but I still keep this and I still wear it when I go in the shops just to be on the safe side. So coming to the end of what I keep in my bag now. Okay, so I also keep spare batteries in there, just 4 AA's for my torch, just wrapped in a little waterproof bag. They stay in there as well, so I'm never short. I've always got batteries. Just a little handy tip, when you're in the power shop, pick up some batteries and stuff like that. Power is key. Okay, 2 more things. Okay, so we've got a lighter. Normally I keep a smaller lighter, but at the moment I couldn't find it, so I've got this big like blowtorch. You probably can't see the flame. This is like a windproof lighter, really good, and it will light a fire anyway. And I got that from the same place where I done the market haul, and it was like £2, so you can't argue with that. That was a great little bargain. And then I also keep just a travel toothbrush and travel toothpaste when you're in work after your dinner. you can brush your teeth, or if you got to go to the dentist or anywhere like that in between work, you just brush your teeth. So I always keep that with me. And then what else I keep in there is a converter to turn my DeWalt batteries. So I use all DeWalt stuff in work. This is a converter to turn your DeWalt battery into a power bank. Okay, so which is a really good idea, and they were only like a tenner on eBay. So if you're working in the trade and you're using power tools, they do one for I think every make: Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt, so on. So it's worth a look. I will leave a link for this in the description below. Okay, so I hope that helped, and I hope that's inspired people to carry a first aid kit, maybe carry an EDC bag, be a little bit more prepared. Over this last year, as I say, I've been in a few incidents where I've needed a first aid kit and not had one, broken down, had no provisions with me. When I broke down the big time, luckily enough, we had all the four-wheel drive and stuff with us, so I was lucky there. But it showed me if I didn't have that, I'd have been snookered. So it's really good to have that. In that notepad, I am going to put the numbers for the breakdown service that I'm with, and stuff like that, just so I've always got them as a backup in case the phone ever dies. So if you like what you see on these videos, preparedness, bushcraft, just being basically outdoors, just give us a like and a subscribe, and tell me what you've got in your EDC carry and your EDC bag that I might add to mine. And I just want to give a massive shout out to Traction Clothing. A big shout out to Traction Clothing for hooking me up with this new Panda Outdoors Traction Clothing t-shirt. I'll leave a link to his website and his Instagram if you can give him a follow, and see what cool stuff he's got. He's got hoodies, hats, all kinds of stuff. He's bringing out some cool little tactical grips for when you're camping to hang your lanterns on and stuff like that. So if you can, just give him a little a like and a subscribe on his Instagram. And he's also got a YouTube channel himself, and it's 4-Wheel Drive UK, and I'll leave the links for all of them in the description below. So if you've enjoyed this video, just give us a like and a subscribe, and I will see you when I'm outdoors. Take care now.